Newer players often criticize competitive Pokemon for having no creativity, as at a high level, top Pokemon like Greytask, Goldunga, and Gambit are getting used way more than your average Joe. This leads to a feeling of resentment towards anything meta, causing players to seek out non-optimal, often cheesy strategies in pursuit of being creative. This raises the question, are those cheese stats the only way to be creative in team building? To answer that, we first have to look at what is creativity. Creativity is often associated with originality, but that is not the whole picture. As much as a team of 6 random Pokemon is original, I doubt anyone will call it creative. That's why, in my opinion, a team needs to also be effective in order to be considered creative. Anything can be original, it takes creativity to do so while still being effective. So, what is creative in team building? In my experience, it comes in three main forms. The most basic form of creativity is using unconventional Pokemon. Using low tiers definitely checks the originality box, as those mods are rarely used by definition. But often it's not effective due to a higher tiered mon outclassing the feature mon. Consider Pokemon like Glaceon, with its only trait being that base 130 special attack. It's completely a class by QM. Still, a lot of low tier Pokemon have managed to make their mark on higher tiers, with Pokemon like Jolteon, Whimsicott, and Tentacool even topping the OU ladder, showing their effectiveness. This approach is usually the most flashy one, but it's not the only one. Another approach is using new sets on meta Pokemon. Although this might be considered less original, it can be just as, if not more, effective. Making new sets is especially common in Generation 9 due to Terra letting more mons do more things. For example, in ZU, Shaman can use Terra Blast to compensate for its bad physical coverage, allowing it to run Sword Sense and become a threatening breaker. Making new sets is a very useful tool for solving team building issues, which is why I consider it just as creative as using unique Pokemon. The last form of creativity we have is using Pokemon in a new context. This approach is more subtle than the last two, but it can be just as effective. For example, even though Walking Wake is primarily used on Sun teams, its high offensive stats, access to knockoff, and pivoting make it a reliable progress maker for bulky balance or semi-stall team. In my opinion, Pokemon is a game with a lot of creative expression, which is why I like it so much. It's annoying that people think there's no creativity in Mons, but maybe all they need to find it is a closer look.